I'ma pull up to your spot in my drop top, take you out to my spot.
And we are back with the Fuego show. Today we got Spirit.Television on a new episode. So why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, brother?
What's up? I'm based out of Lubbock, Texas. I'm from Lubbock, 806. I can do some VFX work, edit videos, help you promote. I can throw a show together if you need me to. I can do graphics, Photoshop, Adobe, dude. I be doing a lot.
Hell yeah. That's what's up, bro. Just be kind of just in the scene as far as like the filming goes, the videography side, and the managing as well.
Yeah, I be managing a couple artists. I manage 3 currently.
Hell yeah, bro.
2 from Lubbock and 1 from Durant, Oklahoma.
That's what's
We're
up.
outside of Oklahoma City, like 2 hours.
So how does it feel, or what does it kind of go? What does it entail of you being able to be a manager and taking on the role? Especially doing it with 3 artists as well. Do they all have kind of like a different sound, or kind of?
Yeah, they have all 3 different sounds. I wonder how it would be with them all 3 on a track together, though. That'd be it would be
Shout
something.
Out the dog. But yeah.
But having to manage them 3, I just started with my 3rd one, but he a close friend, so it's like a little different type of chemistry. But the other 2, it's been cool. It's been a nice little journey. I mostly just help, or at least some of them, I be telling them like what I think they should do next for like projects or whatever, and we talk about it and discuss. And some of them I just kind of let them, or they just be doing their own thing because they just locked in on their own shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I be helping with just all their visuals, and like as far as like video rollout goes, like they usually be going through me or just like ask for my opinion. You know what I mean?
That type shit. Yeah. So you're kind of giving them like a help with the creative vision. And
and then don't even have to be like that necessarily. Like we could just be on the phone for an hour just talking some, just bullshitting or just Discord even or whatever.
That's what's up, bro. So how is it? So you said it's a little different. You have a different chemistry with Homeboy compared to the other 2. Explain that. What does that kind of like go like?
Shoot. We over the summer I was going to his house like every day he was off, and we was just playing games, just chilling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
just kind of building that relationship type shit.
Yeah, it's just, and we just been through just a lot of bullshit, so it's just like, hope this just grow together, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so you're kind of a iron sharpens iron kind of thing.
Type of shit.
Yeah, that's what's up, bro. That's cool, man. So you said they all kind of have like a different kind of sound, bro, and so they kind of make more like that heavier trap, and then, or do they kind of make more of like that melodic kind of stuff?
So Jules, it's like some like little peep shit, but like that bass be like crazy, like yeah. And then like Dead Felt, his is more like on some. Have you heard of Too Slimy?
Yeah.
It's like on some of that, but like it's just like it's like that, but on like some on crack for real or something like that.
Just a little bit more grittier kind of thing.
Yeah, and just like his own little swag, cause he like just like his thing's like white trash, and he like proud of being like country like trailer park boy type shit. So like that's what the music reflects. And then with Josh Anova, I don't even know what his style is. He has so many different like just type of sounds that he can go into.
Yeah, just kind of just woo. That's fire. And so whenever you kind of approaching the vision about everything, as you having like experience in the video realm as far as like VFX and everything like that, like do you kind of just have like a different outlook on it, and they really take your opinion on it? I'm like, okay, they're like, okay, this, or I don't know, how do you go about your creative process on it whenever you're going into creating and stuff like that?
I was obsessed and low-key on like some Mr. B shit, like how he was hyper obsessed with YouTube, and he would just be so obsessed with watching like algorithm videos and just trying to figure out the format, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And before Spirit, I was doing YouTube for 10 years easily before that, or probably like 6 to 7 years, probably 10 years this year, I believe.
Nice.
But so like I would just be fucking around with so much bullshit that I just see I just see the vision of what needs to be done.
That's what's up.
And I mean, it's all coming together.
I feel like that's like a very important thing to have a part of like the creative, I guess, journey. Is being able to have someone that kind of has that visual aspect of it kind of on a lock. You know what I mean? Because nowadays, especially when it comes to like the algorithm, you got this like short reel kind of like stuff kind of being a thing. And so being able to capture someone's attention, especially, you know, having like VFX and stuff, having a little bit of knowledge on like, okay, like this is what I can do to woo woo spaz it or like make it just look cool as fuck. So I think that's pretty dope. And where will that come with some of your kind of, you said Mr. Beast, so that's someone you kind of like, no, I wouldn't say like it was like one of your idols, but someone you kind of trying to like.
I just find it interesting how he grew so fast doing what he was doing, and it was just so different at the time compared to how much people have copied this or tried what he's done now. And it's just very interesting to see.
Oh yeah, bro.
Different businesses, like even like Rockefeller, like, cause like you can use all these things to then transfer it into whatever else you want to do.
110%, bro. I think that if you, the more you learn, the more you're willing to like read into other things, you can apply it to your own art. You know what I mean? So like, being able to apply kind of some of that business aspect to it is good, because you're right, bro. It's like it's the entertainment business. You know what I'm saying? So there is the entertainment factor, but there is the business side of it as well that, you know, goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people sometimes they don't know it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even being able to differentiate between certain types of royalties, how to collect them, or like, et cetera, et cetera. There's so many things that play into it that it's like, man, once you really learn it and someone is able to put you on a game, it can really change the game and how you're moving forward with like putting out content or putting out music, you know.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty dope, bro. So like, what made you want to start doing all this? Like, what was like, you're like, fuck it, bro, I want to start managing? Or like, was it first you just start doing videos, or was it kind of just like
it was more of me getting into music myself.
Okay.
And then when I necessarily didn't like get the feedback I wanted, I just kind of like chilled out and then just made music for myself, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But within all that time, I was just finding artists around, because it was like, oh, you make music.
Just
and
networking.
Yeah. And it just started to grow. Like, first few artists I met was MPZ, AP 2 times. Who else would have been there? My homie John, he be making music sometimes. He used to hella, because that's like how I learned for real. Like, I'd be pulling up on him. We couldn't like be in the house or whatever because we'd be too loud. So then he'd just pull up in the whip, and then we just make tracks in the whip as a studio.
That's
type.
fair.
And we did that for good some months.
Just
like,
back and forth.
Just every other day, just boom, boom, boom. And that's what really made me start to like just like music and
really lock
fuck
in
with it more. Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's what's up, bro.
And if he was one of the first few music videos I filmed.
Damn,
too.
for real?
Yeah, because I was like, because we had made some shit one night that I just really, really liked, and we was just all
You were
fucking
like,
with
man,
it.
this is really dope.
Yeah, because it was like, yeah.
It was you just kind of had that vibe with it. You're like, okay, I can already see it. It just kind of started falling into place, kind of thing.
And then we just started filming more and more, and I just started meeting artists, and then just started charging $100 for a whole video shoot, and then just started going from there.
That's fire, bro. And you did some work too. Yeah, you did stuff with Young Wop too, yeah? Or
No, I haven't worked with WAP yet. We were supposed to like a while back, but it just ain't end up falling through yet.
So just K-Sweets for right now and shit like that?
Yeah, like the main Lubbock artists I'd say I worked with is like K-Sweets, AP 2 times.
Yeah.
Young Rep. I've worked with Young Rep a lot. Not like necessarily with music videos yet, but it's coming into fruition for sure.
That's what's up.
Also, Jalil, he cool. He making music. I think his artist name's like Mir, Miri, something like that.
Big.
Squeegee, cool. He fought like one of the first few music videos too. Shout out. Also, Max Santos and Volume 122, first couple music videos too. Yeah, I think those were all free if I'm not mistaken, because I was just trying to get my
Just
craft
get
out.
yeah, that's fire. That's kind of honestly how I started doing my stuff. Whenever I started coming up as a producer, bro, I was just like, fuck, I need to start making. I was making beats for myself and shit. I mean, I was making beats for people at the time and just putting out a bunch of shit. And I was like, man, I need to start mixing. So then I started going to shows, bro. I started making my own tracks, and then I'll go to shows, perform, woo, woo, woo. And then a lot of times people would just be like, who mixed your shit? Woo, woo, woo. I did. And then I just started handing out like my contact, woo, woo, woo. But then certainly slowly enough, slowly started building up. And I would just do it for free in the beginning, dog. I would just be like, fuck it, pull up, we'll get it done, whatever. I was just trying to get the experience in. And I did that for like maybe a year and a half of just people constantly pulling up. But it started getting to the point, bro, where people were staying until like 3, 4 in the morning.
You're like, damn, I'm getting good too.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah. I'm like, fuck, bro. I'm like, I mean, I got to start charging.
Spend all these hours, you know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. It's like, well, fuck. At some point, you got to,
get
either
your
go
worth.
up or get, yeah, exactly, dog. And so I was like, fuck it, at least 20. I was like, at least 20. So it's crazy, bro. I started charging 20, and then like some clientele started going, ooh.
Yeah.
And then a different type of clientele started getting attracted to that. And it was like, I was like, fuck, I got to change the price a little bit. This one guy was like, exactly what you were saying. You got to pay what you're worth. People got to pay what you're worth type shit. So then I was like, all right, fuck it. I'll go up my price. I'll up my price again, bro, to like 40 an hour, whatever. And then when I started doing all that work in Dallas and shit, I started seeing people charge way more and having more clientele with it, some success with it. So then I was like, fuck it. Let me hop on the wave. Hopped on over there, bro. And it was just a whole different ball game. Like, I think the artists there are just a little bit more hungry because there's a lot more competition out there as well.
Yeah.
And so I think that the drive is almost like exactly how it is in like fighting, bro. Whenever they see like somebody else is getting better or whatever it might be, opponent, you don't want to be lacking in what your opponent's good at, et cetera, et cetera. So it's just like type beat over there, bro. It's just like they're trying to always be on one. But how would you say the scene is compared to like because you do some stuff in Oklahoma? Have you seen any like difference compared to like the local scene over there as far as support goes?
That Oklahoma scene is so inspiring, bro.
I think it's really cool. Like when you actually get to go to different cities and see like the scenes.
Especially because I've been able to basically been in and out there like at least like 8 times over this past year from last September to now, basically.
Damn, that's actually quite a bit, to be honest.
But that it's so cool to see. You just have to experience it. You can have an amazing experience at the bridge, 1103 North Villa Avenue. They be mostly having stuff weekly. I know they've been veering into like comedy and booking all sorts of gigs too. Shout out Bridge at the Brawl, or shout out Brawl at the Bridge. I don't know, I just confused them two together.
He's like, my fault. I didn't mean to confuse him. But that's fire, dog. Yeah. I think the scenes, the scene in Dallas is crazy. In Atlanta, it's cool too, bro. They have like radio stations dedicated to the underground scene type shit. So it's just like a chance for But over there, bro, it's crazy. It's like someone he's like, bro, it's the hip hop mecca. You got fucking Lil Baby. You got fucking Thugs people out there. You got fucking Rick Ross out there. Tyler Perry pretty much owns half of Atlanta, bro. That's fucking insane. His name is like everywhere.
Yeah, Atlanta loves him.
Yeah, bro, it is wild. Streets, highways. Bro bought out half a military base for his fucking production studio, bro. I was like, that's fucking insane. But it's cool to see that type of shit, though, bro, because, like, being over here, when I first started, I was like, I always thought that shit would be kind of cool. I always wondered, like, why, like, radio stations and woo, woo, woo. When I started realizing, like, I guess the scene just hasn't grown enough yet to that level, maybe. That's maybe where I'm thinking. But I also feel like it has at the same time because you got people like, bro, I just went blank. What's the homeboy who Stunt or whatever?
Oh, Forever Stunt.
Yeah, Forever Stunt. Then we have Fix. He also blew up.
BBM Dion.
Yeah,
oh,
bro.
Shit. Same time. Hey, I do have an interview coming out with him soon. Probably like today or tomorrow.
That's fire. Shout out BBM Dion, bro.
Recording this. Yeah,
dude, he's doing his thing, man, and it's cool to see, bro. Honestly, and that's why I'm kind of surprised at the same time. Is like I feel like there's a lot of movement going on, and shit, I just feel like it just needs some spotlight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know for sure. But one thing we need is just more studios too. I feel like,
Yeah, bro.
or even like production houses like these helping artists out. You know what I mean?
Facts, bro. And I think that's because I used to have a studio building like a year ago. I had it for a minute, bro. And yeah, I definitely think so. Because at the time there's not many studios here.
I know Katie used to have that thing over at 1111, but then I know the owner, he doing his thing with
yeah, bro.
Jelly Roll and
Johnny
shit.
and them fucking was like, woo, woo, woo.
But
Johnny,
I
yeah,
swear on soul, I would buy that building.
bro. Yeah, fucking
It
facts.
has so much potential.
Oh, it really does, bro. It's insane.
Like, bro, the way they said it was laid out, like,
It's perfect, bro. It was perfect. You know what I mean? And you know, Johnny, he was the guy who was doing the studio stuff, and me and him got real close. And it's cool, bro, because now he's doing stuff for like Coetzel. He's on tour, whatever. You know, he's doing his thing.
yeah.
But like, I agree, bro. Like that was like, ooh, it could have been.
Like, if he's, bro, like, he needs to sell that to someone that is willing.
willing to put the work into it. You know what I'm saying?
Put that shit in contract.
Bro, because I'm telling you, I think like that's what the type of shit it really does need out here. Because I'm like, I know slow motion is better than no motion, but at some point when all there is just slow motion.
Because, like, we slid, it's like we slid down a little
yeah,
back, you know what I mean?
because I felt like at one point, bro, there was shows popping. You know, a lot of artists were out, a lot of networking going on, and then out of nowhere, I felt like the scene just kind of went not like stagnant almost.
Mhm.
Like there was like a couple people who still were doing woo woo woo, but like
But it's just like the same couple people
yeah,
now.
yeah,
And it's not like really
and it's not going up or it's not going down, but it's just kind of
here.
yeah. And I'm like, fuck. I think that's where, you know, how Nipsey said, like, who can show the new business model and how we can, like, approach the shit of, you know, and whoever has a solution to what's the new business model, you can really go somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And, like, that's why I really respect what you're trying to do as far as, like, promoting and fucking managing and stuff because it's a different ballgame, bro.
Yeah.
Like, being a promoter, being able to book shows, woo, woo, woo. Like, that it takes time, work, money, effort, like, et cetera, et cetera.
Mm-hmm.
So like for you, bro, does it ever get like stressful for you, or do you ever feel like fucking like damn, a little overwhelming, or do you just kind of like roll with the punches type thing?
More for like the shows, I feel like, but the one I just had August 15th was very stressful, just cause too many artists to manage. Just no, I can't do 30 artists again. Like 15 max, even if that, like 12, probably. Like 10, like 8 to 12, I feel like is a good for like a nice little festival type thing.
Yeah.
For something more intimate, like 8 artists, 15 minutes each.
Type shit.
But yeah, just way too many artists to handle, to
dude,
manage too.
I bet. So there's like, so you said there was 30 on a panel at one point?
Yeah, but yeah, I think probably like 31. Well, and then there's a group with 2 in it, and there's a group with like, I think like 5 or 6 in it.
Dude.
So like 40 people almost.
Just constantly. I bet it's just constantly just fucking woo woo, trying to get everybody on the same page too. I bet it's a bitch and a half.
It was a lot that day. Very stressful for me and the DJ. Shout out Ryder though, and 13 Diamond. But this next one that I'm gonna have upcoming, it's gonna be just an open mic. So it's gonna be like 5 pre-sale tickets for the artist to buy a slot or whatever. It's gonna be like $10, 15, and then 15 for people who come at the door type shit. And then there's gonna be a little pre-sale with like 20 tickets for like $5, and then it's gonna be like probably like 10 for 2 at the door or something like that.
That's pretty good, bro. And how's the success been with that? As the shows and everything has been pretty lucrative for you and everything like that.
I feel like the ones in Oklahoma didn't do as good because I'm not able to be in person and be on my foot constantly and just like
really put the work in type shit, network. Ooh.
That's yeah. But I feel like the difference now with this one is, I mean, I'm in the city. It's gonna be in my city. I live here still, you know what I mean? So
it's just kind of like home base type.
Yeah, it would just be
easier to get off the ground.
Yeah, and I just know so many people here too. Like Oklahoma, I just really know the artists that are there. You know what I mean?
So you're kind of really dependent on the artist of like.
Yeah, I don't really know as much people outside that.
That makes sense. I bet that does play a big role because it's like, you know, you're putting on the show there and you're expecting, you know, these artists to sell what they're supposed to sell, etc. But at the same time, yeah, dude, being able to be on the ground, feet on the ground, and network as much as you can and build up that like that. I wouldn't say like clientele, but more like fan base of what you're kind of got.
Or just like, oh yeah, I remember you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly, type shit, bro. Because yeah, I always feel like that's a big thing. This one dude, bro, he owns like fucking like 7. He owns like all the enterprises here in Texas, pretty much, that are in the airports. And one time, bro, he was just putting me on the game, and he was just like, "You want to become the person that walks in the room that's just the most likable," type shit. And he was explaining, he's like, not like a kiss ass type of way, but he's like in a professional setting. Think of it like as in someone could walk in more qualified, but if you can be just a little bit more on edge as far as like who you are as an individual and showing up and et cetera, people take that more into consideration than someone who has all the fucking client or all the fucking credentials in the fucking world. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So,
because they'll just respect you for even just showing up type shit.
110%. They're like, oh shit, like, fuck, out the blue, woo, caught you up, and like, they can't tell you. They're either gonna tell you yes or no when you're there, and it's like, and if they tell you no, they're gonna probably just tell you to come back at another time. Yeah. So like, you got your in. You know what I mean? So I think that's fair, bro. I think that's being able to be here at your home base type of shit definitely gives you the advantage for sure. At least being able to the networking scene, at least, since you know you're still trying to expand on out over there and shit like that. Which I think is fucking dope you're doing, because I feel like now, like, okay, you've already been out there 8 times, bro. The more you just keep doing it, the more the name's gonna grow, the more it's just gonna get out there, and then the scene's just gonna grow out there. You know what I mean? And that's pretty cool too, bro. So what's your vision with it? Are you trying to grow it to where it's like platform type of thing for people, as far as like that, or what's your goals with the whole Spirit.Television kind of thing?
Get this shit on TV.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just get that bitch on TV type shit.
That's all I'm gonna say.
He's like just trying to fucking get that shit made type shit. That's fire, bro. So what are the kind of like the stepping stones you're doing now to kind of get that going?
Well, I just be writing short films. I haven't really written one in a while, but that's what I will eventually lean this more towards. Or
Like dive into? Like kind of that's where you're wanting to dive into, kind of?
Yeah, like on some, like, I don't know if I work with A24 eventually or like some shit like that, but definitely some kind of like crazy psychological horror movie. Got some crazy shit written up that's, yeah, it just needs to be executed. That's all.
That's it. He's like,
that's all. I just need a couple $100,000 and I'm fine.
He's like, it just comes into fruition and you're chilling.
Yeah, I just need the budget for it.
That's what's up, bro. Nah, man, you're on the right path. I mean, shit, I feel like you're doing the right things to get there. You feel? So that's dope. Building the name, getting the money for it. It's just a time thing, bro. Not, it's more of like a matter of when rather than if. You know what I mean? That's always a good way to look at it. Do you believe in like manifestation type shit?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like heavy.
Yeah.
Heavy.
So you feel like a full circle moment for you right now? Do you feel like you're kind of like in the middle of something that you kind of used to be like, oh, this is where I want to be, and et cetera, et cetera? Or have you even maybe like had the time to really process that?
What you mean?
So like, you know how sometimes when people like they strive for a goal, right? Or whatever small goal it might be to obtain a bigger goal. I think sometimes people get caught up in like the moment of them, like, you know, do woo, because they forget to like appreciate,
enjoy the moment.
Yeah, bro. Because like right now, like, it's fucking dope. I'm gonna come up, bro.
Yeah.
Putting on shows, managing woo woo. That's.
Yeah, no, I was thinking about it. Like, I think we were talking about it like right before the pod for us. Like, bro, like it's been a crazy ass year. Like, when me and Sweets went to Austin, I went to 3 different gas stations, okay? I was just trying to get a Slurpee. The first one I went to didn't work. The second one I went to didn't work. The third one I go to, I park up. It's like 30, 40 deep with like hella people. And I'm like, dang, this shit deep as hell. I don't know. I just want my slushie.
He's like, I just want my slushie.
And then when I park up, I just look in the window. I see someone without a shirt. It's a big extra plug. End up getting my Slurpee. I get a picture. Yipty too. But then his artist comes up and or like I don't know if it's like his artist, but like he
Associate for sure.
he associated with him somehow. K5, I believe. Yipty do gets my number, asks me if I do videos. 'Cause I think I have my camera on me too. And then later that night, just go with them, just mobbing down 6th Street with Big X and his people. And then the next day, film some more for the video. It's never dropped, but I have that Dropbox. I could just leak it right now.
He said if I really wanted to.
But yeah, bro, like it's just been a crazy ass year. And then the year before that, like I was able to go with David the Tragic because he was doing a tour, Kenny the Mason, and I was just able to go on one of the tour spots when they was in Austin, and I was just able to chill with them for a day, and it's just like just gets crazier and crazier each year.
Dude, that's fucking sick, dude. That's a full, one of those moments. I find it so crazy whenever you get to experience that. Whenever you're like casually just woo woo woo.
Yeah, no, bro. Like I was, when I was because David was going to do sound check,
right,
and then I was gonna go down there, yipty do, but it was like when I first walked in, said hi to Kenny, whatever. But I was just like, damn, bro, like I'm really here, like
I'm in the city,
like,
I'm doing this shit.
Yeah, like I remember when he only had like 2 projects out, now he has like 4, 5, maybe 4 or 5, something like that. And he's an amazing performer. All like raw vocals, like only instrumentals. That shit was fire.
Shit was fire. That's fucking sick, bro. First time, oh man, I ever got like an experience like that was, let's see, I think it was when I got Tory Lanez. I was pre-Tory Lanez getting locked up or whatever the fuck.
Free him.
Yeah, fucking for real, bro. Free Tory. But yeah, dude, his project manager or whatever the fuck, he ended up getting in touch with me, and they were needing beats. And he was like, he gave me the email to send the beats or whatever. And that was fucking wild. I was like, this is insane. So, I remember that day I was like fucking staying up till like fucking, bro, literally all night for like 3-day bender, bro. Just straight fucking grinding, bro. And it was just making beats. And it sucks, bro, because I think the only thing that was a sample clearance we couldn't get cleared or some fucking bullshit on that one. And yeah, same, bro. It's like, it's fucking hard because I'm like, damn, I could leak the bitch, but don't want to leak no bitch. I don't want to leak no shit.
Yeah, I almost had one of those moments because I've been doing a lot of video work that I've been needing to edit. And then, and Zaminzo shit just hit me. It's just like, dang, I don't know, management type shit. And I was like, bro, just like, give me till the morning. Or like, I didn't even say it till the morning. I was like, just like, give me a bit.
Yeah.
And I worked my magic, and then that shit, she posted a snippet the same day.
You were like, fuck it, let's go.
Yeah. I was
Dude,
like,
it's crazy too, because bro, I think the way I ended up getting, the way I got Big X Connect or whatever, he was here for a show. He was going to go to 11/11, bro, but Johnny was out of town, and so he was like, I can't do it, but I'll slide him to you, and I was like, oh, fuck it. He's like, you still got your studio? And I was like, yeah, I'm up the street. Woo, woo, woo. Because, bro, it's crazy, because 11/11 was right there, bro, and I was literally up the street on Broadway, like maybe 5 minutes from where they were at type shit. And when I got that call, bro, I was like fucking eating IHOP or some shit, bro. I don't know what the fuck I was doing, bro, but I was just chilling. And then I was like out of nowhere, and they're like, whoop, whoop. And then when he called me, bro, it's crazy because he sounds exactly the way he raps whenever
bro,
he's on the phone.
he just sounded the exact same way.
Bro.
It's so crazy.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? It was crazy. It was I was like, bro, this is really happening. I was like, woo. Bro, it was cool. It was when he came with Big Yavo. But yeah, when that shit happens, bro, it's just like unexpected. But I guess I understand that saying now whenever it's like when preparation meets opportunity. You know what I mean? Like you were just already prepared in the moment and fucking it just happened.
Yeah.
Type shit. You know what I mean? So I think it's dope whenever shit like that happens. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Because you're like, fuck. It's exactly that saying, bro. Whenever fucking you prepared for it, boo, woo, woo, that opportunity comes knocking, you're just already fucking there.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's fucking dope too, bro. So you have some upcoming shows, or?
Yeah, just one in October to be announced. Yeah, open mic. If you're an artist, come perform. You get 3 songs. It'll be $15 entry unless you get the pre-sale. It'll only be 5. It's only like 15 slots. And we're gonna have a special guest headline at the end, little like 15-minute set. So
That's
that'd be
fire.
cool.
Got a nice little chill set. That's cool, man. I think that's real dope, bro. So, do you have any videos coming out soon that you're kind of like in the works with?
Yeah.
He's like, one moment.
Let me look.
I gotta look. That's crazy, but that's cool, man. That's really cool.
I got the BBMD on interview dropping soon. After that interview, Your Stepdad, then JRIP. For music videos, I got 39 SLUGG, 39 Slug. Shot it out in Oklahoma.
Nice.
I like that video. And now I need to add this one for Rich Living T. It's called Overdue. Yeah, we filmed it right before he left. He moved to Oklahoma like last week now.
Damn.
Addy Cuz, he from Oklahoma. I got that video I need to edit soon. I also have extra merch from the show if anyone wants to get some. That's a little plug. Studio vlog with this guy Sosa from Plainview. And then just the open mic shit, October, to be announced very, very soon.
That's fire, bro. So, whenever you started doing this shit, like the shows, bro, what was like what made you want to just say, fuck it, I'm gonna put on for the shows?
Just going to the bridge in Oklahoma for real. Just very inspiring, as I said before. The Oklahoma scene.
What made you want to go to Oklahoma? Like, what? I'm just out of curiosity. What made you fucking want to like grow out in Oklahoma?
DG Gabbana, or
Okay.
the homie BZ. His brother from Oklahoma City type shit. But BZ, I think he from like Amarillo, but he like in and out of Lubbock, Yipty too.
Okay.
And finding out about me, just staying in contact, and then December 23, he came down to Lubbock, and then we filmed music videos, Yipty too. But then they went back to Oklahoma City, and then for KP, his brother, his birthday was in like January 2024, and then I just came out there, just filmed for the weekend, and got a cool little sum money, and then I say until like September for real, I didn't come out there until like. Because I felt like I just needed to travel with someone always.
Yeah.
But then I just like got through my own shit by the time September came around. And then I just started traveling more by myself and shit.
Hell yeah.
So then I just decided to go to Oklahoma City because at least I knew I could get a place to stay if I needed to every once in a while type shit.
Nice. So it kind of save a buck or two.
Yeah, for sure. Like,
bro, that shit comes
that first trip, like, I spent the whole weekend there. I think I left on Sunday. No, I think I left on that Monday. But that's filmed something for that's when I first met Zamizo, and now I shot this cool little video in the underground part of Oklahoma City. And I filmed something for One Bandy.
That's cool.
Yeah, no, that was I don't think I filmed something for Bandy that weekend. I think it was Jayon. No.
He's like, ooh.
I don't know, but it's just been crazy since September, just in and out. Like, yeah. Even like whenever I went to St. Louis, because I drove to St. Louis in January. So.
Dude, St. Louis is pretty cool.
No, I love St. Louis.
Dude,
though.
it's fucking sick.
It was amazing, other than like that there's like a snow blizzard happening during the time. Like it was so bad driving up to Amarillo. Like,
dude, yeah, when you're driving through snow, it can get a little sketchy.
But like after Amarillo, like the roads were fine. Like,
but it's just that initial. Ooh.
Dude, yeah, just Texas don't know how to take care of their snowy roads when that shit happens.
That's crazy.
But I went through Oklahoma on the way back to film a music, ended up filming a music video, and then just stayed the night there type shit. But
That's
like,
fire.
so it just became just a central point too. It's just like
that's just where you were at type thing.
yeah, it just became a second home for real. And I ain't even from there.
That's pretty fucking sick, actually. So yeah, St. Louis has a really good battle rap scene, bro. Like it's crazy. I don't know if you like. I wasn't big into it. I had just seen snippets on like YouTube or whatever and like TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody here, I met him at a show, and he was telling me that's where he was from. And then he was explaining to me like, bro, you know how we be doing shows and shit, and we having like sets or whatever. They just be having like
They just be having battle rap
battle
sets.
raps, bro, and it's crazy. Some of these guys will just roast each other, bro. And I'm like,
Damn, we should. Damn,
bro, that'd
next
be fucking
event.
sick. Yeah, you talk about it, bro. That'd be fire, bro. I was like, damn, these bros really be going at it. And bro, some of the shit they say is so out of pocket. You're just like, how you gonna come back? How you even gonna come back? I'm like, bro, there's this one cat, man. I'm trying to remember his name, but he's like considered top dog or some shit. Yeah, but he's pretty good, bro. Like I was like, damn. When I went there, I went ahead and go check out. I went ahead and checked out a little venue or whatever. And I was like, fuck it, let me go see what it's about. That's cool, bro. It's different. Sometimes they don't even be doing no beats. It's just them just being like,
Just talking shit.
Yeah. It's kind of, bro. It's cool, bro, because it's like
It's crazy.
it reminds me of some shit that you'd see in the '90s or some shit. They all at the edge of like the corner of the block or some shit. I'm like, ooh, bro. I was like, damn, bro, this is cool. It's a different type of scene. It's like they're not posting songs and shit, but they're posting like them battle rapping. And I'm like, that shit cool as fuck. But yeah, dog, I think that shit's insane, bro. And so what were some of your like influences, bro, coming up? Like what were like your motivations and being like, fuck it? I would say influences more than motivation.
Definitely like Cole Bennett.
Bro, he definitely had a wave when he started for sure.
I'd say also shout out Balin Levine.
Who's
he be making like some Dane Duncan-esque videos. Like he have you heard like when people be saying like the PS4's the camera?
Yeah,
Like he was like the first like person, like first few people to do that type shit.
that's wild.
But yeah, he really inspired just like the prank videos in the beginning when I would be doing like YouTube videos for myself.
That's fire, bro.
And and he just at least from what I seen online, like he a good role model and shit for real.
That's
He was like one of the first few people that for real started doing like this stay sober and all that shit merch, if I'm not mistaken.
That's pretty crazy, bro. That whole, I think it's good. I don't mind. I think it's cool. What do you think about that shit?
Well, like the prank and all that.
Yeah.
I mean, like this should be funny as fuck. I can't lie, and like I still like trolling people. Like I will troll the fuck out of people. Like, yeah, I just will. I mean, I don't know. There's a certain point too of pushing it and like being fun, having fun with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely agree, bro. I feel like
I always like the ones where it was more like just embarrassing yourself type shit, but just to see what the other person reacts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
instead of doing some crazy shit to post somebody, yeah. Bro, I just feel like nowadays it's so risky,
Like,
bro.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. And it's just dangerous.
Yeah, man. People they just
Especially with
react,
how I
bro.
love it because now, like, damn, I've seen hella shootings this past week. Like, what the fuck?
Dog, I think that shit's actually kind of insane too. People don't be thinking about that shit, bro, but that should be wild to me, bro. I think that do you think it's crazy, bro? Like, what we be doing kind of influences the youth type of thing? Do you think that shit is like a thing, or have you ever experienced that for yourself? Like, kind of seen it where you're like, damn, like these kids is rocking with what we got going on, type shit.
Yeah, someone hit me up the other day and it was what did they say? They said he said some your vids are so far. My biggest inspo as a videographer / editor. Said thank you so much. And I said let me see your work, and then we was just chatting for a little.
That's fire, bro.
But yeah, bro, like I'm starting to really see the influence in this.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
I think that's dope, bro. To be honest with you, but does that make you move differently, or does that kind of just you kind of fuck with it because you feel like, you know, you're moving authentically kind of thing.
Repeat that question again.
So is it like, does it ever kind of, like, how does it make you feel as far as like, does it make you move differently as far as how like you go about doing business, or do you kind of just like keep doing what you're doing because you're moving authentically, like you're just like genuine about what you kind of got going on type of thing?
Yeah, bro. I'm just keep it pushing. If you need some advice, I'll give him my sense of it. But I mean, if he wants to work, then I'm down to work or whatever. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
I'll always be here just to be here for
You know,
whoever or whatever. You know what I mean?
that's fire. That's
So
cool, bro.
just keep it moving. That's a lot. That's all I'll do. You know?
Yeah, dude, I hear you. One time I had this dude, bro. He was, I don't know, he was a little young, but he sent me like he made one of those animated videos, but like a sketch kind of thing. To one of my songs. I never asked him to do this shit or whatever, bro. But he just sent it to me, and I was like, that shit was crazy because I was like, damn, somebody out here really
Yeah, put
fucked
their
with-
time.
Yeah, really, he really put his time into creating a sketchbook video, and I'm like, dude, that takes time because you have to do you have to draw it out one by one and then make the scene move and woo, woo, woo. So I was impressed the fact that this motherfucker was even doing that, bro. I was like, well, that's fucking cool, but like, I've always seen him on TikTok, and I was like, that's dope, but I never thought I would see someone do it to one of my songs or nothing. So I was like, that's crazy. And I was also like, damn, you know, he was just saying that the song kind of touched him or whatever. I was like, damn, bro, that's crazy. Like you just never know who's listening, who's watching, and how they're taking in your content. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, for sure.
I think
Yeah.
that's dope, bro. So are you kind of focused on like kind of inspiring like the next gen kind of thing, or kind of working just more or less working with the next gen?
Shit. I mean, a bit of both for real. Just keep doing what I'm doing, and then hope the people can feel the message through the video. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just what I feel like best represents that artist and me too, while, you know what I mean, helping them express what they want, but expressing what I want to put in the video too.
That's fine, bro. And so how do you go about editing whenever you get a video, bro? Like, do you have a process, or do you kind of go about like maybe creating a storyboard first or something like that?
I have created a storyboard like once for real, because like that video I really wanted to.
You really put some shit together?
It was Secrets by Woke, WOK3. Secrets on Spirit.Television. Some of the shots didn't get exactly how I want, but I mean, you know, it's not gonna go perfect. But yeah, no, I'm really down to do it more. Just most of these artists don't want more, so, or at least like the ones that I'm currently working with. Of course, that can always change.
Do you think do you ever feel like sometimes the way that they could maybe be doing it differently, like, just like that, like, you know, you think it could help them maybe a little more type thing?
Yeah, for sure. Or even just like putting a little thought into it, like for the 3-9 slug video, like the video's called Mountain. So then we drove out the city like a couple hours to go to like this mountain range that they have type shit, and
Fire.
you know, got some
Mountains,
dope ass
yeah.
sunset shots. I can show you the video after.
That's a bit.
But yeah, it's just like, even just like those little, just like, okay, cool. Like,
Yeah.
sounds way better than just being in the city, just
No, facts, bro.
bullshitting with a gun or whatever.
Yeah, bro. I think because you know how I was showing you a little music video or whatever earlier, bro. That was kind of where I was at, I guess, like mentally with it, because I was like, fuck, bro. I don't want to create something that I feel like everybody's already seen. You know what I mean? Or just be bullshitting with like, what the fuck, like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, man, I really want to put some shit, you know, putting the thought into it, bro. I feel like goes the extra mile. And like Big X, I think he was funny. I was watching this interview, and he was saying how he was like, I used to freestyle, but it didn't come out as good type shit. And then it wasn't until he started writing, and then he'd go play it back to his homies, and his homies were like, damn, this shit hard for real. Like, this is hard. So that's how he started writing. But I guess that kind of goes into the same kind of category, like putting the extra thought into the whatever you're creating, seeing where it could go. So it's like, do you think brainstorming is a big part of the process and being able to kind of get all the ideas out, kind of thing?
Yeah, no, for sure. It's very important, especially like in the early stages, like before even, you know, like putting a deposit down or anything. You know what I mean? Like, I like to hear the song. I like to know what they're trying to do. Like, I prefer if someone sends me a video reference, but half these motherfuckers do not know how to do that. Like
Bro.
I do. Like,
Bro.
just send me a video you want to be similar to. Like,
Yeah. He's like, man, it can't get more simpler than that, bro.
and I explain it like that, and then they're just like, huh? I'm like, oh.
Bro, I'll be telling people, I'll be like, send me the beats before you pull up, and they're like, okay, bet. And then they'll get there and they're looking for beats as we're like trying to get the session going. And I'm like,
well, it's your studio time, man.
Yeah, I'm like, this is what you know, whatever, man. It's what you got going on. But I'm like, bro, this is what you pull up to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, that's wild. Have you ever had any kind of crazy experiences with some artists where you're kind of like, fuck?
Have I? Nah, not like nothing like crazy.
Nothing wild.
Yeah, no. Thankfully, no. I don't be involving myself in activities that shouldn't be done. So
He's like, I'm out the way type shit.
Yeah.
That's smart, bro. That's a good way to do it. Bro, yeah.
Can't do all that street shit.
Oh, bro. That's why whenever I first started doing this shit, when I was doing it for free, bro, and then I was charging 20, it would attract a interesting type of clientele, bro. And it wasn't necessarily the person that I was recording some of the time. Sometimes it would just be the homies that they bring through.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Some sketch shit. So I was like,
you start asking how much the equipment.
Yeah.
Like, whoa,
huh?
whoa,
bro.
What are we doing here?
Yeah, what are you doing? He's like, how much is that again? I'm like, what are you talking about? How much is what?
I got it.
I got it, man. You know, that's it. On clearance, bro, like $50 or something, you know?
Ross.
Nah, dude, I had one time this one dude, his homeboy is fucking, he was like, I'm gonna go use the restroom. Woo. I was like, okay. Well, I didn't pay no mind to it, bro. Then I started, we're in the middle of the session. I'm like, damn.
Oh, he was taking extra long.
Yeah, he's taking extra long, bro. So I was like, I'm gonna go check up on homeboy real quick. So I was like, I told him at home, bro, I'm gonna use the restroom. Ooh. I started walking my way to the restroom, bro. Homeboy comes like out like quick as fuck. Ooh, right. And I'm like, already kind of sus, and I'm like, whatever, right. But then I started noticing my shit having fucked with, bro. So homeboy had like took out this shit. I had like an extra like iPhone in it. Woo. But I guess he was contemplating taking it, or fucking. I walked in whenever he was gonna take it, because whenever I got in there, like the shit was just there, and I was like out or whatever, and I was like, motherfucker. I was like, you was snooping, bro. And so yeah, that type of shit, I had to kind of put a quick stop to it. That's why we ended up getting a building, bro, because I was like, I did not want motherfuckers to know where I lived anymore after that.
You gotta have your
two separate, two separate spots, bro. Because I was like, fuck that, bro. I was like, I don't want someone to just come into my home and rob my shit.
I did ask when I get like a crib, I'm gonna have my own crib, and then like a crib where the homies can just pull up. And
work and shit.
Chill.
Yeah, dog. I think that's ideal for like anybody who's doing any kind of creative work, like having some kind of like office suite, whatever the fuck it is, just so you're out the way, bro, and you're covering your own ass. Because like I've done it. Fuck that.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, now I don't need to record like a handful of people now, because I'm like, only people would be serious as fuck. That was another thing too, bro, is being able to like decipher who's serious about it.
For sure.
I had to start learning how to say no to certain projects. Have you ever had that where you've been?
Oh yeah, bro. I remember because like the people that be with Josh and Nova, because Josh is part of a group called Woke. They mostly Amarillo artists, but I think Josh is only Lubbock artist. But they had someone that like they didn't necessarily like, and like told me whatever.
Kind of filled you in.
Like the lore, whatever. But then he just or he tried to give me like I think like 700 or some shit like that. But I'm just like, bro, it's not even about the price. Like, give me a fucking. Ooh, I don't know. I might do a video for that much. But not 700, bro.
That's fire.
It's too little.
I think that's dope of you, bro.
That bullshit, yeah.
Because that means like you had like your respect or whatever, and your loyalty, whatever, doesn't have a price on it. You feel me? And that's good, bro. Especially in this business. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's good. That means at some point be like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's pretty dope, bro.
And I remember even recently someone was like, I get a certain price from this guy. I'm like, well,
that's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, you go fucking.
I'll fuck with you, but it's still my price.
My
Like,
price is my price.
I already
Yeah.
gave you 50 off for the first video type shit, so you can fuck with me more.
Yeah, bro. I think that's crazy, dude. Is that some people just be not hard headed, bro, but kind of handout, kind of almost kind of thing. I wouldn't say necessarily even say that, but like um knowing your worth as a creator, whatever you're doing, you know, you provide a service at the end of the day. It's like you don't pull it to your barber and be like, all right, bro, like, you know what I mean?
Hey, bro, we $20 discount
Yeah,
today.
$20 discount. Like, hey, bro, homeboy helped me for this price. You know, like you think about how silly you fucking look if you went in there and be like, ooh, it'd be crazy. I was like going to McDonald's or fucking going to a burger spot and then being like, McDonald's got them for fucking $2. I don't know, but I also have learned that being cheap can be expensive. Because if it's not done the first time, you're gonna have to correct it the second time, and it might
Yeah,
cost
he
you
had,
more.
he had that video redone for cheaper. I don't know why. Less effects and all that, too.
Damn,
Yeah, bro, I don't know. It bummed me out. But, I mean, I still got paid, but
you're like, what
but
the
I still
fuck?
want my art out, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's not even
bro.
about the, it's not about the money.
Dude, have you ever had that happen where it's just like,
Like, no, bro, that was like the only video that's like, or I mean, there's maybe like, let me think. That one, that one, other one. There's maybe like 4 or 5 videos in total that have never came out type shit. So like, when a video don't come out, I'd be getting sad.
like fuck,
I'd be like down.
bro? No, I
Especially
feel that.
especially if they rush me on it or some bullshit.
And they don't put it out, bro. Oh, bro, I hate that shit. Man, I'd be like, 'cause my thing is always, I think I give them like a 7-day turnaround at least, like a minimum of a 7-day turnaround. If it's crazy busy, 2 weeks, whatever, right? And yeah, dog. Sometimes people will fucking blow my phone the fuck up, dog. That shit would get annoying, low key. Like, man, I swear I wouldn't even be up yet. Motherfuckers would be like calling me, texting me, like, "Hey, bro, is it done yet? Is it done yet?" I'm like, "Dog, you're not the only one I record." Like,
Like, dog, we recorded that last night.
bro, dead ass. Bro, I'm like, dude, I recorded that last night. He's like, oh, my fault. I was just checking in. I was like,
Like, I can maybe EQ it right now.
yeah, bro, I EQ it, and I'll just send you what I just did, and I got another one locking in. So, like, yeah, that shit crazy to me. I agree with that, though. I think it does bum me out, too, whenever, like, something doesn't get released. Or you ever had someone not give you proper credit or anything like that to a video? Or has that just been, like, nothing you really had to worry about since you've done it?
There's probably like a couple, but I can't necessarily think of them right now.
No, you're like, yeah.
Not like nothing like too from like that. I was like,
Yeah.
because most of them go on my channel, unless like the artist talks to me about it before.
That talk to you personally about it type shit.
Which I don't mind, because either way, the spirit shit's gonna be seen type shit. So it's like,
Yeah. You're like, either way, that's cool.
it's gonna be seen.
Bro, what do you have, like, advice for some younger people or people around your age who are trying to maybe come up, bro, and, like, trying to get focused in? What would be, like, advice to somebody trying to get into it type shit?
Like, into what necessarily?
I would say videography, maybe a little bit of promoting type shit. Like your realm of work type thing.
If you are being a videographer right now and you have never worked for or with anyone before, then you're going to have to do free work. That's one thing you have to realize. Or even just like features and shit. Like, if you don't have your name up, then you can't sell no features, you know what I mean? But yeah, but I mean, if you start to work with people, I mean, just start charging like 50 for like 2 hours. 50 for VFX, $100 right there. Maybe make turn around like a week.
At least.
A week or two. Especially if you're just doing one project at a time. Yeah.
You're chilling.
Easy. Then you can start just bumping, and then make sure people pay for travel costs and hotels and yep too. Even oil changes, the little shit you gotta think about too, especially if you're driving. Sleep in your car if you need to. Save money on hotels. Facts. Be careful though.
Facts.
For the promoting shit, QR codes are cool to put out places and shit.
That's fire. That's a good one. I ain't heard that one.
Going to like clothing stores and like thrift shops and stuff like that.
That's fire.
And putting face out and all that. It's Instagram Reels, Facebook too. Facebook people be sleeping on, but
Facts.
but bro, Facebook groups, that's where people will be in, and if you in 50 different Facebook groups that are all Lubbock based and the people are always in and out them.
All the time.
You can post 10 groups in like 2 hours. You know what I mean?
That's fire.
Like, that's not like an exact how many you can, but like that's just an example. You know what I mean? Like
That's good.
that's I feel like an underrated one,
I think so, bro. I think that's pretty fucking dope. That's good advice. I think that you gave for sure.
especially
Solid.
to reach more
More
of the
people.
older people.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah. That's good. Solid advice, bro. I feel like that. Fuck yeah. Being able to tap into a different type of audience too. Fucking A1. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You never know what the fuck who they might know, because sometimes the older crowd, bro, they might know a couple people. You know what I'm saying? Just because they got a little more experience in what they've been doing or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? So they might throw a bone or two. So I definitely agree with that for sure. I think like Discord servers too are a big thing.
Oh yeah,
Fucking love Discord, bro.
yeah. I'm in a couple for sure.
Yeah, same, bro. Like that helped me out a lot too on production too, man. Like you just like bro, fucking the internet. I be telling people all the time the net's crazy. But shit, man, we're coming to the end of the episode, bro. So is there like anything else you want to say or whatever you want to add on before we hop
Shout
out?
out Teo. Hopefully we film a music video soon for some shit. Shout out everyone listening.
Facts.
The production house.
Shout out
out.
BPM.
Daniel and Karen. Shout out.
Facts.
Thank you for August 15th, bro. Thank you for letting me rent out the venue. Open mic to be announced soon, and I don't know if there's anything else you want to say.
Shit, nah, bro. Just thank you for your time. Thank you
bro.
for
Thank you
coming
for your
out,
time,
bro.
too.
Yeah, man. I thank you for for the conversation, and it's pretty dope, bro. I think what you got going on will carry you a long way, bro. Especially as long as you keep a good headset that you got, you'll be alright, bro. You'll be 110%. The world is yours, type shit, bro. Real talk. Yeah, especially with how young you are, bro, and tapping into what you're doing. By the time you're my age, bro, like I'm not much older than you, like maybe 5 years older than you, whatever. But like, yeah, bro. You'll be fucking riding Maybachs in fucking 2 years tops, bro. 2-3 years, bro. But yeah, man. Y'all tap in. Y'all be sure to follow Spirit.Television. Follow Prod.OK on everything. Shit. Y'all peace out.
I'ma pull up to your spot in my drop top, take you out to my spot. I don't understand why you fucking with that guy, you know he's not hot. Gotta look alike, you tryna make sure that he filling up my spot. Baby, man, you aging like some fine wine.